Civic versus Young Nate. It was supposed to happen, you know what I'm saying? It was such crazy weather, too, and I think some important shit happened with Nate that he needed to stay back, and that's real as fuck, and he don't ever fucking cancel, so that's cool. But I really, really wanted to see that Nate versus Civic for one reason. Civic is a mischievous little shit, and Young Nate ain't down for mischievous little shits. Let the clash begin, you know what I'm saying? That shit would be dope. I like that style clash for some reason. I really do. What y'all think about that Civic Young Nate, man? That's my number 10. Somebody set that up. Maybe me. Number 9, Jay the Nightwing versus the Gingerbread Man. JTNW versus TGBM. Battle of the acronyms and fire ass pens. Like, both of them, for me personally, like, top 5 pins when it comes to innovative. Like, they'll come up with their own style that, like, a nigga has not heard before. You know what I'm saying? Like, ooh, that's fresh. That's some refreshing ass shit. Salute to you. Thank you for writing that. That inspired me. He's that type of writer to me. Both of them are. Put them on stage together, man. They both can have different type of temperaments. They can raise their temperament, slow it down, like, all that. Let me see those pins. You know what I'm saying? Let me see that fight. Jay the Nightworm. Jay the Nightwing versus Gingerbread Man. Give me that. Kind of brother. I mean, I'm doing all the hard work, y'all. 30 battles, man. And we down to number 8. AM versus Loons. This is one of those battles that I hella want to see because they both got a slick ass motherfucking pen. But I like it because I feel like it's going to happen soon. Because when they talk about it, they're cooperative about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, this shit sounds like it's actually going to pop off soon. So unlike the Civic and Hype battle, this Loons AM battle, I'm thinking we could get, y'all, and that shit would be fucking fire. I mean, that's a box of Sour Patch Kids, man. Like, I'm done with that. I had too much popcorn already. That's a box of Sour Patch Kids, man. You know what I'm saying? I just had a couple blunts, man, and then all of a sudden, like, AM and Loons, man, give me a box of Sour Patch Kids, man. Salute to y'all. Hopefully y'all get that shit popping, man. Like, but somebody set that up. Who we got next? That was number 8, by the way. Number 7, New Wave versus Animal Planet. 2-on-2. It was already supposed to happen. I know that shit would be fire. I'm willing to bet there would be more. They could have more energy on that stage than any battle rap battle in Washington history. The most energy. Like, if you had like a machine you could put up on stage and it'll measure the amount of absolute energy coming from the stage. It could be that battle. Because rarely do you have 4 people on stage anyway. And then you're going to have Animal Planet and New Wave. Mad energy. Give me that 2-on-2 and stop fucking with me. Sick and tired of this shit, bro. And I still got to get through the rest of this shit. And the more and more I run through this, is stop playing with me. New Wave versus Animal Planet. Man, shout out to both y'all, or all 4 of y'all. That's just going to be fire when y'all set that up, right? Let's go. Number 6, Emery versus Heretic. Brutal. Brutal. Facts. And y'all already know. Heretic and him, both of them can take crazy angles. I don't think they'd hold back on each other. But once again, like, you know, like Emery in a Brazilian rainforest chasing after frogs licking their back so he can hallucinate and shit. He out there, you know what I'm saying? He dressed up in a potato bag out there chasing dragonflies. So whenever y'all see Emery, let me know. But that'd be fire, man. Emery versus Heretic. The fact that it hasn't already happened is kind of ridiculous. Anyway, because Emery ducking, that's what actually happened. Number 5, man, AM versus Bobby Lee. Let's throw Bobby Lee on the Washington roster just for the sake of this, but They both troll gods. They be going at it sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I feel like AM gets under Bobby's skin a little bit. And they both fire, you know what I'm saying? Bobby needs a home. Bobby needs a home. He just needs to come up to Washington and just chill out, battle AM. You know what I'm saying? Just slip right into the scene, and then you'll have a home, my nigga, and everything will be cool. But I want that AM versus Bobby Lee, man. Y'all don't think that'll be fire, man? I think that'll be flames, and I really think AM should look into that shit for real. But maybe not. It sounded like AM wasn't very interested in it, to be honest. But I think when you playing Troll God, that's what you would say. But behind the scenes, a little bit of this, and who knows. And Bobby Lee, that's number 5. Number 4, MT Money and Young Will. By the way, I already said this, I did it in 3 parts, but none of this is in order. This was all just off the top of my head, all battles that I thought about before. Thinking about booking, thinking about what I wanted to see, thinking about great clashes, things that would be interesting. None of this is in order, so it's funny. We to the 3rd, and everybody's probably itching their head right now like, man, this is the order? Nah, this is no order. I ain't not spending that much time on y'all motherfuckers. I just want to show y'all what battles I want to see, and hopefully produce some type of buzz in 2017 to get some of these motherfuckers rolling, because all of them are fire in my opinion. So we on number 5. No, 4, MT Money versus Young Will. I think this battle's interesting because every time Young Will comes up a little bit, you know what I'm saying, MT Money just, bow. He shoots him down all over the place. And I think there's an interesting dynamic going on here because Young Will, because y'all be seeing MT Money up on the boards, he's making sure niggas knew that it was horrible for him back then. He got PTSD. We must have caused some type of psychological damage because he keep reminding us how much we treated him back in the day when he was losing and da-da-da. Now it seemed like Young Will was where MT Money was. And anytime Young Will say anything, Mike Taylor just hop on the post and he make Will feel it, bro. He make Will feel, he's like, nope, this is not going to be easy, Will. You got to go exactly what I went through. So I like the dynamic and the fact that Young Will just had a dope performance against Jers Juice and had another good one in Royal Rumble. That means he's got 2 in a row. 1 is an anomaly, 2 is a coincidence, 3 is a trend. And if that's the case, then maybe they should battle. And I want to see that whole dynamic fold out. So Young Will versus MT Money, 4. Number 3, Draco versus AD. Pretty much speaks for itself. They've been button heads forever. Battle of the bullies. Fucking, like, just, niggas is we gonna have to have 2 people with buckets on the stage. Like, they gotta, like, fucking scoop the sweat up off the stage so the whole venue don't sink. You know how niggas have to, the boat sinking, you gotta get the buckets, but it's just buckets of sweat that you gotta just get off the stage. That's how much energy gonna be up there. But I don't think that shit will ever happen because Draco just seems completely uninterested. But once again, these are battles that I think need to happen. Some of them are battles that have already should have happened. But that would be fire. To me, Draco versus AD. You know what I'm saying? Number 2, Demo versus D Goods. We were talking about this on the page today, and when I said it, or when I typed it, it just made too much fucking sense to me. They're both very experimental, like with their words, they very, very crafty when they craft their rounds. I think Demon shouldn't take anybody less than a D Goods. A lot of people are down on D Goods right now. I don't know why. That's fucked up. I swear to God, 1.5 years ago, everybody had that nigga on top 5. And then y'all said he ain't active, but he was. He battled Candor, he battled Blasphemy, all in this time period. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I think you versus D Goods versus Demon would be a fire battle. And I think somebody should really, really set that up. D Goods needs to come back, knock some rust off. Demon deserves a name like that. It'd be fucking fire. Stop acting like D Goods wasn't on your top 5 list. Fucking 1.5 years, 2 years ago. Stop it. Number 1, Young Nate versus Wild Card. I don't know if y'all remember, they were supposed to battle In some Bellingham event, I think it was KOTD, maybe not, maybe it was smoked out. I'm not really sure, but Nate wasn't able to get across the border or something happened. It was the very first time I've ever seen Nate cancel, you know what I'm saying? So, and I think Nate, he's like a legend down here, you know what I'm saying? He was on the grind time and everything. And when I talk to people up there, you know what I'm saying? Like, I talk to the Canadians and shit. They speak of Wild Card like he's a legend up there, you know what I'm saying? And would have been a nice clash. I mean, it's right over the border, a nice clash of them. Um, I know Wildcard was like talking out the side of his mouth for a little bit because Nate and Stewie both weren't able to make it. Da, 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 da. So there was a little heatedness of that. I know they talked it out on the page, but just like all these little intricacies make the battle interesting. You know what I'm saying? So Young Nate versus Wildcard is my number one. Man, there's 30 battles right there, man. 30 motherfucking battles. There is a lot to look forward to. And I haven't even talked about out of state. I haven't even got into the whole A-Hat Cali, A-Hat Vegas. I haven't even done none of that. I'm just talking inner right now. I'm talking about inner sparring. You know what I'm saying? Everybody needs to get out of state for real. But I just thought it was be interesting. Stir the pot a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Battles that I thought would be interesting and the scene could use. I used the word need in the thumbnail because I need I need motherfuckers to click in. I mean, it's called clickbait, motherfuckers. Start using that shit. Yo, man, it's BS&I, man. AKA, tell me what you think. Top 30 battles that need to happen in the Pacific Northwest, man. It's BS&I, 4 MCs by MCs, High Noon, Alliance Battle League, A-Hat Washington, A-Hat Portland, Smoked Out. Salute to all y'all. Tell me what y'all think. Did I miss any? There's got to be some other ones out there that I didn't. These are all just off the top of the head. So, mad love to y'all. Fire events that are happening in 2017. I got some fire shit that I'll be announcing soon. That I'm gonna be involved in. Until then, man, salute to y'all. Peace, love, harmony.